Yes, it's that time of the week once again. Hey there, Tmir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Welcome for another weekly edition. My top stocks to watch for the coming week. Like, subscribe. Let's see the charts. Don't fast forward, don't skip, because you know my top stocks watch list. We have A+ setups. We will start with SYF. Last Friday, 6.7% to the upside, closed at the high of the day. Now the 46 is the support, bullish on all time frames. All we need is continuation towards the 48.80 and 50.70. All this area will become a very tough resistance because this trend line, the green trend line, was a very difficult resistance over here, but it's a good resistance because it's resistance for higher highs. Next we have STLD, 3.6% to the upside last Friday, broke above this yellow zone, broke above a downtrend blue trend line, but one candle does not change the overall sentiment. When I mean sentiment, I mean the overall trend. The overall trend is still a downtrend. One candle does not change these 3 months of a downtrend line, downtrend. All I need is another daily close above the 128, preferably above the 131. Look left, trade right. If we look left, the 130, 131 area, very important area of support. Now it will become, last Friday you can see the high of the day went all the way to this area of support as resistance. Long continuation above it, and next we will see 134 to the upside, 3.33 to the upside with Uber last Friday, 71 from resistance now will become support. Long continuation above last week's highs, above the 73.60 area, and we can start taking long position. If you are not long yet, we can start taking long position towards the 76, 77, 79, and all the rest of the future resistance area that the FTI gives us. And if you don't know, this is the tool that I have developed after 7 years of searching for that one tool based on Fibonacci and trend line, is of course that one tool, that one system, one click away, that will provide me with the highest probability, up to 85% accuracy, where price might be heading next. We can all look left, right? We can see where price is coming from. Our problems as traders is where price might be heading next. And this is exactly what the FTI is coming to help us do as a solution. Nothing is 100% accuracy, but in my experience of 7.5 years of full-time trading, this is the only tool that provides me and will help you make better decisions when, how to enter and how to manage your position. Everything is based on Fibonacci, and of course you have the trend lines. Look at this. And of course you have this table that you can change according to the time frame that you are trading, whether you are scalper on the 1 second or long time holder on the 12 months. Instead of scrolling between different time frames, you have everything here. Now all you need to do is ask what will happen with Uber next. If Uber, first you can see that Uber is inside an uptrend channel, right? Since beginning of June, uptrend channel. Now all we need to do is ask the FTI, what if Uber will continue to the upside above the 73.60, which is a very important area of resistance, because if we look left, we see it was a very important area of support. So now, by nature things of price action, from support to resistance, breaking up and above, we will see 76.50 and 80 as the next major resistance in price action for Uber. And of course we are bullish on all swing trading time frames. NUE 2.2% to the upside last Friday. Once again, look at how the FTI just one click away. All we need to do is what's going on with NUE. First, we can see it's still in a very steep downtrend in the past 3 months. Downtrend lines helps us to identify the trend. For now, the long term is downtrend, but Fibonacci traders, we want to be able to catch maybe a trend reversal, in this case to the upside once the trend is starting. And how do we do it? We need confirmation on the weekly also. Once everything will go green, we can start taking long position on NUE. In my opinion, we need at least 2 days closing above the 162.20, and then we will head towards the 165, 170, and 176, which will be the next major resistance. That's it. All you need to do, check the links in the description below. Join the Fibonacci-Traders Gold membership. First, you will get access to all Discord channels. We have channels for day traders. We have channels for swing traders. We have channels for crypto, for options, for futures in English and in Hebrew. And of course, we have news channels and Q&A channels and everything that you want under one roof. So you will become a better trader. You will start seeing results super fast. And to do it, you will also gain access to the FTI. Look at BIIB. All we need to do is put the FTI on the chart. First, we are bullish on all time frames. We are inside an uptrend channel since middle of April, right? Now, if we are not long yet on this name, all we need to do is wait. As you can see, I have an alert over here. Break above a very tough resistance. The 237.50, 238 area is a very tough resistance. Look left. It was a very important area of support. Now, 1, 2, 3 times already resistance. Long continuation. And then we can start taking long on the towards the 244 and 254 to the upside. VTRS. Once again, look at this. Seems very similar to NUE, right? Once you put the FTI and once you understand the relationship between candlestick analysis, trend lines based Fibonacci and Fibonacci support and resistance, you start to see things you never saw before. Just imagine that the FTI is the Google Translate for price action language. Now VTRS is in a steep downtrend since end of February. 3 months of a downtrend. All we need to do, we are already 3 out of 4 time frames on the bullish side. Now breaking above the 1080, another 2 days breaking above, closing above the 1080, and the bearish on the bearish sentiment on the weekly will become bullish, and we can start taking long position on this name. Of course, everything that you see in here on my channel is for educational purposes only. Nothing that I say is a financial advice because I am not a financial advisor. Look at KIM. Downtrend. Last Friday broke above it, but we know that one candle does not change the overall sentiment. We are already bullish on all time frames, which means we can start taking long on this name. I prefer another daily close above the 1950 area. Very, very tough resistance. Look left. Since February, 4.5 months of a very tough resistance. Another daily close, and we can start taking long position on KIM. Next, we have FFIV. Downtrend since beginning of April. Mixed signals. All we need is another 2-3 days breaking above and closing above the 173.15 area. Let's take Fibonacci to the last 21 days. Yes, we can adjust it. The last 21 days, the last 13 days, the last 35, 34, 55, 89, and maybe we are long-term holders. So let's check the trend in the last 144 days. As you can see, downtrend, the yellow zone, the lower board of the yellow zone, from support, resistance. So we need at least 2 days closing above the 174.50, and then we can start taking long position towards this gap at the 180 and then 184. And also, if you don't know, this is the Fibonacci-Traders YouTube channel. Let's grow this channel together. We are already almost 4,500 subscribers, more than 1,200 videos. Let's grow the channel together. If you still did not see the stock market weekly recap, you're more than welcome to check it, and then you will be prepared fully for the next trading week. CSCO, Cisco system. Let's check Fibonacci in the past 21 days. What do we see? It's too close. Let's check the last 55 days. What do we see? Swing low, swing high, swing low, inside downtrend channel, right? Since it, we can also say it's since October, maybe since last August. Now, bullish on all time frames. So we need to validate this signal breaking above the 48.14. I have an alert just below the yellow zone, so I will not miss it. And then 2 days closing above the upper border of the yellow zone, above the 48.15, we can start taking long position on Cisco system. NEO, not NUE. We have another NEO, but this is NEO. Once again, one candle does not change the overall sentiment, but it caught my eye. Why? Because price finally trying to break above this downtrend, but we are still mixed signals. Bullish on the daily, bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly. Double bottom scenario. I want another daily close above the 14 area, and then we can start taking long position on this multi-bottom scenario towards the 1484, 15 and 16 to the upside. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Don't fast forward. Just hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what is missing. What else do you want me to share with you on this channel? Any feedback, any comment will be super welcome. Now, RMBS, Rambus Inc. 3.8% last Friday. We are still inside this downtrend channel, bullish on the daily, bearish on the weekly, 2 days above the 60 area, and we can start taking long position towards the 62, 64, and the rest of the future resistance. JBHT, JB Hunt Transport Services Inc. Very long downtrend. 4.5 months of a downtrend. Last Friday, try to break above it, but as you can see, the 161 area from support to a very difficult resistance. I want to see another 2 days closing above 161, and then starting to take long position towards the 164 and all the rest of this future resistance. QSR, Restaurants Brands International. Once again, why it caught my eye? Because last Friday we saw an attempt to break above this very steep downtrend, 3.5 months of a downtrend. Let's see continuation above last week's highs, above the 71.60, and then we can start taking long position towards the 73 and 75.50. Last but not least, Caterpillar, CAT is the ticker. You can also adjust the trend lines according to the Fibonacci, and as you can see, trend lines holds the higher lows. But what do we want? Look at this. If we clean the chart a little bit, you can also clean the trend lines. Let's check Fibonacci in the past 34 days. So we can catch this high, low. Look at this, the lower border of the yellow zone. Very tough resistance. 1 month of a resistance. I have my alert above it at the 335 area. We have here some kind of a multi-bottom scenario. Another daily close above it, and we can start taking long position towards the 340, 346, 353, and 364 to the upside. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you find it helpful, educational. If so, like, subscribe. Don't forget to check the links in the description below. Until the next video, stay safe.